And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Come on, set. Ready?
A man who joined the Panthers from the NFC champs, it's Miles Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him. As they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now a first down throw for Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw, Young. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Young working out of the gun. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
On play action, here's Tua. And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. H.A. now up the middle. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Dolphins hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A-Chain on 1st and 10, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Watson, Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And a completion to Wilson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
21G.
A give left side. Here's H.A. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devon A-Train, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A-Chain will score. Touchdown, Miami. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Byrd will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And he'll get maybe a couple with that up to the 46. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
Let's go now.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Black swap.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go.
3rd and 2.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Here is Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Get set.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 46. Off of play action. Tagovailoa.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
23 yards the pickup there.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Solo left Zion.
2 and now on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
All right.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run for it with A-Chain.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Bird to return from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on second down is Young. He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team,
It's caught inside the 25. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 79 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They get this out left. Touchdown. Devon A-Chain. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bird to return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. First down, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Young will set to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now Hill to return it. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They work now on 2nd and 9.
20, TX. Out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back ready. On the ball. On the ball.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
That's caught by Mingo, right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now here's Young. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert, and a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. His throw incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. To throw, Young. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua. Steps away. And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise, they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
That throw by Young incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready. Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now 2nd and 9. Now Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Watson, Oscar. 21G, 21G. Out.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Young to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Turbo 3, kick.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Tua. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Bird to return from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Panthers.
Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Sanders has got it complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
On the draw, here's Sanders. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Flush to his right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Their own 34-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. They're on the tackle, Cam Smith.
Let's go.
This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Ready.
It's Young off play action. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It's third down. Third and 15.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Dolphins, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.
Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, laid back, matte black. Just the on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? do. Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck